Do you see yourself as the rebel who challenges the status quo on skin health? Learn how to be a critical thinker, discover innovative solutions to skin conditions, and facilitate individualized healing on a deeper level with Truth Treatment Systems. Truth Treatment Systems provides you the products and tools to unveil the truth behind skin conditions. Sign up for a wholesale account today at truthtreatmentspro.com and receive 10% off your first order. That's truthtreatmentspro.com.
Hello and welcome to ASCP's Esty Talk. I'm your co-host, Maggie Staszcuk, and ASCP's Education Program Manager.
And I'm Ella Cressman, licensed esthetician, certified organic formulator, ingredient junkie, and content contributor for Associated Skincare Professionals. And Maggie, if it's okay, can I do a little bit different shout out today?
Do it.
I want to shout out all of those people who do not listen, pay no attention, or completely disregard TikTok and other social media trends.
I love it.
Yeah, because listen, that's all I have to say.
I love it, Ella, and I agree with you. We are actually starting this podcast by highlighting a recent trend on TikTok. Maybe you've seen it. It is the menstrual blood face mask. You heard that right. Also known as menstrual masking and moon masking. And if you've not heard of this trend, look it up.
You know, I'm not in studio, so I have no idea what your face is doing, but my face is saying a lot. I think we should also mention it should go without saying that, Maggie, I'm going to speak for you here. Maggie, myself, and ASCP 100% does not recommend that this should be tried at home, but it did get us thinking, like, what's the deal? How could this even become a trend? What are the revitalizing powers of blood, supposedly?
Yeah, the idea that blood contains the power to preserve youth and beauty, it's both ancient and modern. And it goes without saying, we've had a lot of podcasts about this. We're obsessed with anti-aging.
Yeah, I think so. And I think modern times, but also if we take a look back in history, this sounds very, very ridiculous to me and salacious to moon facials. And I'm a woo-woo girl, but it's something that we've toyed around as a society. Well, I don't know society, but culturally for years and years, decades. Pope Innocent, Pope Innocent VIII died in 1492, but on his deathbed, he drank the blood of young boys to cheat death. They all died. Everybody, including Pope, maybe or maybe not so innocent.
Dun, dun, dun.
You be the judge lifting my eyebrow.
Yeah. Countess Elizabeth Bathory, also known as the Blood Countess, she lived from 1560 to 1640. She is an alleged serial killer accused of killing 600 women and girls, and legend claims that she bathed in the blood of virgins to retain her youth. So in other words, she killed these 600 women and girls to then bathe in their blood.
That sounds so gross. And I bet Rapunzel is grateful she was abducted by that one weirdo and not this one, eh?
Totally.
Yeah. Something else that was weird is it's crazy to think back at the evolution of medicine. Even there used to be this practice, bloodletting. You've heard of that, right?
Yeah.
And that was to get rid of a fever or to cure sickness. They would bloodlet, but they also used it in the 16th century to give a pale appearance, which at the time meant that you were wealthy and beautiful because you didn't have to be outside, that you had the luxury of being inside.
Mm-hmm. So let's jump ahead to present times. We're still using blood in skincare today. Everyone's heard of the vampire facial or microneedling with PRP, where we're withdrawing our own blood, putting that in a centrifuge, and then applying that platelet-rich plasma to get the benefits of all those growth factors and stem cells.
And I think when we're looking at that, that's like an external application of serum is what they call it, right? But we also have to acknowledge that in treatments, when we are inspiring any kind of movement in the skin, any kind of a response. Erythema, for example, when we get that good erythema, that healthy pink in the skin, when we're performing a facial or any kind of resurfacing treatment, what's happening biologically or physiologically is the body is signaling into action a process where the blood goes to where it's perceived it needs to be. And you have this flushing, or like I said, the erythema. And at that time, it's delivering nutrients, oxygen, food, different, skin food, cell food, for the purpose of healing. It's the immune response is kicking in. The body is trying to help itself out for what it perceives as needing some help. That's different than topical application, where we have something like PRP infused skincare, where we have natural growth factors putting on top, or anything adding to a topical treatment that's going to aid in healing or rejuvenation. So that I think that needs to be distinguished.
Yeah, you're right, Ella. And I think that's all, in my mind, that's kind of the basis behind everything we're doing in aesthetics, is to inflame the skin, for lack of a better word, bring blood to the tissue to feed and rejuvenate, right?
Yeah, that's what we're looking at. Erythrocytes, leukocytes, thrombocytes, all of that's coming to the surface, bringing what it needs to bring, but not too much. It's the Goldilocks, right? Just enough.
Yeah.
Hold that thought. We'll be right back. DMK is the world leader in paramedical skin revision education, with certification programs designed to give licensed professionals a thorough understanding of the skin and an in-depth study of the DMK concept of remove, rebuild, protect, maintain. Created by the botanical visionary Danae Montague King, DMK offers skin revision training and education for all ages, skin conditions, and ethnicities in more than 35 countries, harnessing the body's innate healing mechanisms to change the health of the skin. Learn more at DanaeMKing.com. That's DANNEMKING.com. Elibana, Australian-born, globally loved. Elibana's story is simple. They love lashes and brows. They shoot for the stars and lift lashes to new heights. Their addiction is real, their passion is popping, and there is nothing more they crave than offering excellence, service, and innovation in products. Elibana Lash Lift allows you to offer your customers luscious, lifted lashes that can last up to 12 weeks in one safe, 20-minute treatment. Learn more at elibana-usa.com.
Okay, here we go. Let's get back to the podcast.
There's also a new product line on the market. It is essentially skincare infused with PRP. So similar to like we're doing with the vampire facial, but this is a labeled product line that is custom to you. So it's referred to as blood cream, but it's a moisturizer that has your platelet-rich plasma in it. And so again, with what Ella has said, PRP, it's retaining high concentration of the body's natural growth factors. And the idea is that this is anti-aging. It's essentially customized and compounded skincare specific to you with your growth factors.
I'm curious, how does that not oxidize? Like, if they're pulling your plasma, if they're spinning, they're getting your own serum, how are they getting it to compound pharmacy? Or is it happening at the compound pharmacy, mixing it, stabilizing it, and protecting from oxidation, and
totally
having it penetrate your skin? I think, listen, my eyebrows go up, my my red flags are going up for a product like this, because it sounds really cool. Not really, but it sounds like potentially it could be cool. And I say not really to me because it sounds suspect, sus, as they say, very suspect to me that would even be effective. And I would assume that what would be of benefit would be whatever they mix it with, but it wouldn't actually be the platelet-rich protein at that point. What do you think?
I totally agree with you. I don't know how they're keeping that stable. I think in the moment after a treatment, it sounds like a great idea, but it's not something that a client could take home with them and continue to apply and maintain.
We've even talked about that before, though. Like, if it's my own, I've got my life experience that's influenced my plasma and my blood makeup, my vitamins that I'm on or not, whatever consequence I had over the weekend is all influenced there. So what is the benefit to that versus, as we've spoke before, like fresh new plasma or fresh new growth factors? I would almost venture to that instead of, because I know where I've been.
Right. Yeah.
I know what I've been through.
Totally. I agree. So we're talking about blood and its abilities to rejuvenate the skin, anti-age. Stanford and Harvard have been doing studies with mice and taking a old and decrepit mouse and surgically attaching it to a young, healthy mouse. And this surgical attachment is known as parabiosis, where they're sharing a circulatory system. And their studies have shown that the blood of this young, healthy mouse is revitalizing the old and decrepit mouse. So this now is transferring into the cosmetic industry, where eyebrows are being raised and people are saying, there's something here. Let's see what we can do with blood to anti-age humans.
Ew. No. Sign me out. Sign me out of that. I'm not interested. What would you?
No. I mean, I don't want to be surgically attached to a human. I'll say that.
I think that I will stick with antioxidants from plants or other sources, science. I also don't want a young mouse attached to me surgically either. What happened to the young mouse? This is a question I have. What happens to the young mouse?
Yeah, the young mouse is suffering.
So it's like, yeah, sorry about that, but I feel great. Like, that's interesting.
So let's go back to the menstrual mask. If blood is so great, what's wrong with this trending idea? So yes, as Ella said, blood contains micronutrients like zinc, copper, iron, but your menstrual blood is in really low amounts, and the skin barrier is preventing these micronutrients from penetrating. Also, menstrual blood is unsanitary, unsterile. It has bacteria and fungi, and these things are harmful to the surface of the skin.
And the source is different too. It's biologically, it's coming from releasing of a lining. So it's dying. Where if you're just for a lot of reasons, no on the menstrual mask, but it's not the same thriving blood that you're getting intravenously for PRP, for example. So this is a no from me.
Well put, Ella. Now, listeners, we want to hear from you. What did you think of this episode? Do you perform the vampire facial or use blood cream in your treatment space? Share your thoughts with us on social media by commenting on our Instagram or Facebook posts, or by emailing getconnected@ascpskincare.com.